channel. Got the car here, been slacking a little bit, been real busy, getting a lot of work done. Little sneak peek, if you can see, bam. All right, this video is not gonna cover that. That'll be another one. Been real busy with it, took on a lot of stuff in these last couple changes. Haven't really posted about any of it, so this will kind of shed some light on some of that stuff. I missed a few things when I was starting this that I didn't really record, and some of the stuff that was kind of repetitive of other videos out there and stuff that I've done to the car before, tearing it apart certain ways. Had a time lapse on the last video, tearing the motor down, pulling it out and all that. I've got some coming up that'll be me putting it back together, certain little things, nothing crazy. But this video will be kind of touching on putting the Holley in the car. Got the 7-inch dash, went with the Terminator. Got the low dollar oil pressure sensor, fuel pressure sensor. Didn't really have to buy anything extra that I was always thinking I had to. I haven't started the car as of this video. Hopefully that'll be one of the next ones. But I haven't had any major issues. I followed a lot of things that I found online, which you'll see that I kind of break down in this video of what I could and couldn't find. And I'm trying to put all that in one video. And then after I do get it running, I'm going to do a whole inclusive video of what I did, what little tweaks I had to make, anything like that to get it actually running and not having any problems at all. So hopefully this helps somebody. If not, you just enjoy being here, you like the car, I appreciate it. Either way, I'm going to keep trying to turn these videos out and hopefully here soon actually get some content of the car running and doing what it's meant to do. Appreciate y'all. All right, got a bit of a mess. Been tearing into this thing. Getting the Terminator wired up, shifter and stuff down there, just kind of tucked out of the way so I don't lose it. Ground and switched power for the Terminator. Haven't exactly decided where I'm going to hit it at. This black and this white run back to the tank. That's the tick little $30 harness. Makes your fuel gauge work on the digital dash. You can see up in there. Ran through the stock ECU location. I had to hog it out a little bit more. I'm gonna strap this up here and keep me a little swoop whenever I'm done. Got the Terminator tucked away. I'm gonna get some Velcro or something and make it where it stays flat. I just took a Unibit and Unibitted some holes, made it work. Don't mind that streetcar stuff, whenever you get your Chick-fil-A and need a straw or something, they skimp you on the bag. Got the dash installed. Finished out really nice. Got it from Lowe's on Facebook. 7-inch 3D printed. The stock surrounding goes right back on. I'm excited to use that. Got my USBs. Little interesting thing that I figured out. And I don't know who knows this or not, but the digital dash comes with this guy, the CAN bus connector. Well, the power and the ground, this was the old school way they used to do it. Doesn't work that way. The Holley harness has a CAN bus connector, so this is your power and ground to power the screen. Obviously, I haven't hooked it up yet. Well, they only send you this one extension harness that will plug into this guy right here. Well, you kind of got to plug it into your Holley right here so your screen can know what your computer's doing. And I don't have the 3.5 screen. I didn't get it with this kit. So I don't have the startup wizard or any way to hook up to the computer. So I think it was Current Performance. I found them online. They have a USB CAN splitter. So it has a USB coming off so I can hook the laptop into it. I can plug this harness in. Boom, no problem. I can plug my screen in. Sorry, got caught on the camera. I can plug my screen in and no problem. So that's going to be nice. But I had to buy a little because I'm going to be using this. I had to buy one of the 9-inch extension harnesses. Cost me $40. So long story short, those couple things that Holley doesn't send that really feel like they should, I had to spend another $140 on. You know, not the end of the world, but it is a couple little extra things that I figured out today. So I'm pretty happy with the way this is. It's going to tuck up nice. If I need to, I can get to these couple fuses. There's one right here for the Holley, and then this one, relay. I can get to them pretty easy. Everyone knows, if you know an F-body, there's a plastic cover here. Kick panel goes there. Obviously, the shifter and stuff will go in whenever the car's in. Pay no attention to that. That's old stuff. I'm going to be removing that. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Actually, I was just lazy. I'm an electrician, and I liked how simple it was. Well, got the harness sitting, waiting. Cleaned up this side of the engine bay pretty good. It looks nice. That side not so much, but I'm not tearing it completely down. You can kind of see how much of a hole I made. I'm trying to get my hand out of the way and let the camera focus. It's not terrible. A couple hits of the Sawzall and took some sandpaper and deburred it all, and not too bad. Now, the fun part is, for you F-body guys, had the big connectors right here. I think one is C210 and like C101. Well, this guy right here, this green white, that will be the fuel pump relay. So in theory, in a beautiful world, this green off of the Holley will hit this and the key will trigger the fuel pumps like normal. This is an ignition power. I don't think I'm gonna need this. I'm waiting to see. I just kind of got it open. This is my starter wire. I kept the starter harness. Hopefully that works like it should. I've been reading some stuff from LS1 Tech. I got my fan relay stuff I got to redo. Right here is my big cluster that I cut. Let's see if I can peel this open. Yeah, I cut a bunch of wires back, taped it all up, safetied it off. This is two things that have to be grounded that come out of that same connector from over there on the passenger wheel well, where the green, white, and the pink came from also. These two have to be grounded. This is like the black is a vehicle safety that needs to be grounded to let the factory key work. There's a good ground right here already. Just put an end on it and tacked it to it. It's not tight yet. I'm not done. Just in case I need another one, but that and this ground come out of that same connector. This ground just grounds some relays that I hope are still here and working. That's the plan. Yeah, this side's definitely nice. Maybe one day, but I'm not getting into it that far. I'm already pretty deep in this thing. Oh yeah, my kid's toys down there. But cleaned off down in there as good as I could. Shot some paint on everything. Had a little bit of rust going on. Sanded it down. But I'm trying to document these couple things on the Holley because it's not the most complicated thing in the world. And there's a lot of stuff to read through. And I like simplicity, so my plan was to keep the stock key. That's why I grounded those couple wires. Hopefully it works the way that I want it to. Obviously the harness is pretty much plug and play. I got a fuel pressure sensor. I guess I'll show that. I got a fuel pressure sensor. I got me a T to go on my regulator. Had this here forever. A little oil and something. But I've had this sensor forever. Gonna keep it. Gonna put the low dollar fuel pressure sensor. The Holley comes. The Holley comes with the sensor. Let's see if I can find it. It comes with a fuel sensor. Yep, right there. Fuel. It's optional, but I figured since it's there, might as well let the car see it. It's a safety feature. Gonna have to. I had a math card on the car before running, so I'm gonna take this tube. That plate that's on there was, yep, you can see it, was set up for IAT already. I'm gonna just put the math card back in that slot in case for some reason I ever need it again. Shouldn't. Hopefully nothing changes majorly. This is my shelves of parts. This right here is gonna go in that spot, and then should be good to fire and rock and roll. I'm gonna I did get the Holley harness for the flex fuel that Sloppy Mechanics makes. Supposed to have the alternator resistor and all that stuff in it. I'm waiting to get it in and see exactly where it plugs in. But besides that, I'm getting pretty close to being ready to maybe light some things up. But I'm sick of my car being torn apart, and hopefully this helps some of you guys that do this stuff. I know I was a big doubter on doing the Holley just because it was a big undertaking. It's really not near as bad as I thought. I'm worried about the factory stuff working. Obviously, this is my inputs, outputs. I'm gonna route these accordingly. I'm gonna run one over there to trigger the fans. I'm gonna run one to run my two-step off the clutch. I might get a transmission sensor. I'm not sure. Being a 6060, I don't really need to get anything off of it. I've got a GPS sensor for speed, but I'm not too terribly worried about that, seeing how it goes. But the instructions are good. I mean, like I said, you read them twice. Hopefully be firing it off and not having too major of an issue, but I wanted to kind of keep this documented in progress and let people kind of see the cluster that it is during the beginning, the middle, and the end, and kind of go from there. Well, if you watched this far, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and gonna hopefully be making some racket here before too long. Thanks.